Hi, hello guys, this is Vijay, chemist lecturer from Alibaug Junior College. And as you know that we have started our NEET series. Based on that we are discussing about NEET chemistry and NEET biology. And in that category today we are going to discuss about NEET chemistry unit 2 atomic structure in detail. Let's start. We are going to discuss about Hund's rule. Hund's rule of this maximum multiplicity. Okay, what actually this rule explaining about? According to this, the electron pairing will not take place in orbitals of the same energy or the same subcell until each orbital is singly filled. That means what? The electron should be filled in the lower energy level first, that to be thoroughly filled, then it has to go for the higher energy level. The electron pairing will not take place in the orbital with the same energy or the same subcell until the total orbital that is singly filled. Okay, so now let us talk about this electronic configuration of atoms. Okay, so based on this Hund's rule, the sequence of these energy levels, let us talk about this electronic configuration of few atoms. First, talking about hydrogen. So hydrogen, you see the atomic number for hydrogen, that is 1. Okay, so talking about this, though we know that the hydrogen has only one electron, it must go for the first orbital which has the lowest energy. According to the principle, Afu's principle, the filling up of the electron in the different orbital, the electron should be maximum, it should be maximum possibility of the filling of electrons should be filling up the lowest energy in the beginning at first, then the higher energy, and that too it should be filled totally. Okay, talking about this hydrogen, atomic number 1. So atomic number 1 for this hydrogen, the filling up of this electron that is possible in the first orbital, that is nothing but 1s orbital which has the lowest energy. Say for example, hydrogen, Z, that is a symbol we are using for this atomic number. So Z is equal to 1, that is nothing but atomic number of hydrogen. So that could be written as 1s1. So the s orbital, 1s orbital, that is the lowest energy where the electron could be possible to accommodate. So 1s1 could be written, or in a symbolic form we could write like this, showing the arrow mark towards up direction. So that is said to be 1s. Here number of electron filled in this particular orbital is 1. Okay, next talking about helium. So atomic number for helium, that is Z, that is 2. Okay, so in helium that the second electron that can also possible to fill in the first, 1s orbital. So this could be expressed in the form of like the two electrons. They see normally we have studied about the spin of the electron when we are talking about the spin quantum number. So the two electrons, they must have opposite spins according to this Pauli's exclusion principle. So based on that, the helium, its atomic number Z, that is equal to 2. So that could be written in the form of 1s2, or it could be written in a symbolic form like this, 1 arrow mark towards upwards and 1 arrow mark towards downwards. So now it could explain that the electrons are totally filled in 1s orbital. Okay, so here we can say that 1 arrow mark which is showing upwards, the 1 arrow mark which is showing downwards, that is representing for the opposite spinning of the electron. Spinning of the electron is expressed here. Okay, next talking about lithium, Z is equal to 3. So electronic configuration of lithium, the 1s orbital that could be possible for accommodating only 2 electrons. Okay, so it cannot have to accommodate more than 2 electrons. That is the reason the third electron that must be going into the next lowest energy orbital, that is what 2s orbital. So this could be written in the form of 1s2 and 2s1. This is diagrammatic format we could able to write, we could able to show in the form of like this one box which is showing 2 electron towards one arrow mark showing towards upwards, the other one showing downwards, and similarly one more box that is showing like one arrow mark which is going downwards. Okay, so this is representing for the number of electrons which is filled in two lowest energy level. The first energy level 1s, so there the maximum possibility of electrons are 2, whereas in the second energy level the leftover electron, one more electron, that could be accommodated in the second energy level. So in that way we can express it by the electronic configuration of this lithium. Now talking about beryllium, let us talk about this atomic number for beryllium. Z is equal to 4. So beryllium, that could be written in the form number of electrons are 4, and as we know that 1s orbital can be accommodated, maximum number of electrons are 2. So that could be written in the form of like 1s2 and 2s2. It is also can be written in the form of like two boxes. Like we can show that 2 electrons in each box, one is showing towards upwards, the other one is showing towards downwards. Now this could be expressing in the form of like opposite spins of the electron. So by this way we can explain this electronic configuration of this beryllium. Okay, next talking about boron. In boron you see there are the atomic number for the boron, that is what, Z is equal to 5. Yes. Now talking about this s orbital you see 1s orbital and 2s orbital are totally filled. The rest of the one more electron can be accommodated in p orbital. So that can be expressed in the form of 2p. And as we know that in p orbital there are 3 different types of p orbitals we classified, p of x, p of y and p of z. So in that we can accommodate in the p of x, so the lowest energy, so where the electron could be accommodated. So that can be expressed in the form of like by writing this electronic configuration of this boron. This could be written in the form of like 1s2, 2s2 and 2p1. Okay, this is also can be written in the form of making into 3 boxes, and the third box is furthermore divided into 3 boxes. That is nothing but what these 2 are representing as s orbital and these 3 are representing as the p orbital, where the p orbital we can able to see there p of x, p of y and p of z. So total number of electrons let us accommodate for each. So here one electron which is spinning upwards, the other one is showing the direction for downwards. So 2 electrons accommodated, and here also 2 more electrons are accommodated. 2 plus 2, 4 electrons over. Total electrons are 5. Atomic number is 5. So the rest of the one more electron that could be able to accommodate in the 2px, and this will be left over because there are no electrons to be filled here. So p of x it is considered to be. So these can be written in the form of 1s2, 2s2, 2px1. Okay, so by this way we can do this electronic configuration of boron. So next we are going to talk about the electronic configuration of carbon. Okay, so talking about this carbon, the atomic number for carbon, that is Z is equal to 6. Number of electrons are 6. So let us write this electronic configuration of this carbon. Okay, so now similarly like how we did for the boron, the similar manner we are going to fill it these all electrons in the lowest energy in the beginning at first. That means what, first we are going to fill it with 1s2 and 2s2. So these 2 are carrying for each 2 electrons, 1s2 and 2s2, and there are 2 more electrons which are left over. So that can be filled in the p orbital. And as we know that in p orbital there are 3 subdivisions, p of x, p of y and p of z. So there these number of electrons could be shared. Okay, that is not that is not correct, like the total number of electrons should be filled in 2p of x. So that is wrong. So in that way how we can fill it the rest of the 2 electrons like 2p x1 and 2p y1. So in that manner we can able to fill it this rest of the electrons. So this could be explained in the the diagrammatic format, like this box way. Like these two are the s orbitals that is accommodating 2 electrons each, showing the direction upwards and downwards. So 2 s orbitals are filled now. And talking about this p orbital, there are 3 subdivisions in p orbital: p of x, p of y and p of z. So this is 1s orbital and this 2s orbital, and this is p of x, p of y and p of z. Okay, p orbital is totally, and leftover electrons are 2. So one could be written in the p of x, the other one could be written in the p of y, and there are no more electrons to be filled for the further. So in that way we can write this electronic configuration of this carbon. Okay, so this is the way we can write the electronic configuration of the filling of the electrons in the lowest energy level. Next, talking about nitrogen. Okay, so when we are going to talk about this nitrogen, this atomic number Z is equal to 7. So number of electrons, let us talk about this number of electrons. Number of electrons, you see, like that total number of electrons are 7. So 1s2 that is filled, 2s2 that is filled. Now left over are 3 more electrons, and 3 electrons cannot be filled in the form of like 2px2 and 2py is 1, because already we have one more cell in this. So that could be shared for each of the p orbital. So there are 3 unpaired electrons are possible in the 2p orbital of this nitrogen. So in that manner, we can write it like 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. So in that manner we can write the electronic configuration. Talking about this diagrammatic representation, you see here 1 electron, here 2 electron, 1s orbital, and in the second box we can write it like 2s orbital, 2 more electrons upward and downward direction, which is showing that spinning of opposite direction. Next, talking about this p orbital, that could be divided into 3, 1, 2, 3. So here we can write it like p of x, p of y and p of z, each carrying 1 electron each. That is the reason the total orbitals are filled equally shared. So applying this, here we are going to apply for Hund's rule. So according to this rule, first it is possibly to fill the electrons in the lowest energy at the first beginning, then the maximum number of electrons could be possible for filling of the higher level energy. So by this way we can write this electronic configuration of nitrogen. Similarly, talking about this oxygen. Okay, atomic number, that is 8, Z is equal to 8, atomic number oxygen. So here also first we are going to fill it with 1s2, 2s2, 1s2, 2 electrons are there, 2s2, 2 electrons are there, and similarly like 2px, 2py and 2pz. This 2px, 2py and 2pz, rest of the electrons should be filled. How? First, initially what we supposed to do, 2px 1 electron, 2py 1 electron, 2pz 1 electron. So 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 3 7 over. Now again one more electron left over, that could be filled in the beginning of this the lowest energy among this p orbital, that is 2px. So here we can write it as 2. So now you calculate the total number of electrons, 1s2 2, 2s2 2, 2 plus 2 4, 2px2, that is 2, so 6 over 6. Again the rest of the electrons to be shared with 2py and 2pz. So by this way we can write the electronic configuration of oxygen. And diagrammatic representation, similarly like nitrogen, the 1s orbital has 2 upward and downward direction of this electron, the arrow mark showing that spin, and here also 2 more electrons are accommodated, 2 plus 2 4 over. Talking about this p of x and p of y and p of z, here 2 electrons in p of x and rest of the 2 electrons are shared in p of y and p of z. So by this way we can write this electronic configuration of this oxygen. Okay, now let us talk about few more examples with huge number of this atomic number. The number of electrons. Let us talk about this. First we are going to talk about this potassium. So atomic number for potassium, Z. Atomic number for potassium, that is what? 19. Okay. talking about this electronic configuration. Okay, as we know that the electrons which is entering into the 4s orbital, in accordance to that the 4s orbital which is slightly lower energy as comparing to this 3d orbital. Okay, so here we could able to write the electronic configuration according to the electronic configuration of argon plus 4s1. So that in that way we are going to fill the number of electrons. So argon already we know according to this electronic configuration. So apart from this we are going to write the rest of the one electron that could be filled in 4s1. So by this way we can write the electronic configuration of this potassium. Okay, and here 4s and 3d are there. 4s, this is 1, and 3d. 3d d orbital which has the sub classifications are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what 3d and this is what 4s. So the rest of the actually number of electrons are 19. According to this argon electronic configuration, 18 electrons are filled. The rest of the 1 electron could be accommodated in the 4s1. So here we can able to show that the rest of the electron in the form of this diagram. And remaining as comparing to this 3d and 4s 4s which is the lowest energy level as comparing to this 3d. That is the reason the one of the electron to be filled initially in the 4s, then it is going to be filled in the rest of the 3d. Similarly, this is like potassium. Similarly, like in calcium, Ca. Calcium. Calcium Z is equal to 20 atomic number. Okay. Talking about this calcium also in the same manner. How we can write this? First, initially we are going to write for argon. Until this number of electrons are, total number of electrons are 20. In that 18 electrons are filled according to the electronic configuration of argon. So balance 2 electrons are left over. That should be first initially filled in the 4s orbital, then the 3d, because 4s is the lowest energy as comparing to this 3d. So we can write it 2 more electrons are left over, 4s2. In s orbital easily we can accommodate to a maximum number of electrons are 2, that we can accommodate here. So 4s2, and the diagrammatic representation we can make it in the form of like this, one electron which is showing arrow mark upwards and the other one is downwards, and 3d cells which are left over like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So by this way we can write this electronic configuration of potassium and calcium. Now talking about this some exceptionals. See, for example, like chromium. Okay. So talking about this chromium, you see, Cr. Z is equal to atomic number. Chromium, atomic number of chromium, that is what, 24. So talking about this chromium, you see electronic configuration. How to write this electronic configuration? First 18 electrons. First 18 electrons as per the electronic configuration of argon. So Ar, we can write it in the short form. And rest of the electrons that we have to fill it in the 3d as well as in the 4s orbitals. Let us talk about this rest of the electrons. How many electrons are left over? You see, out of 24, 18. So balance electrons are 6 electrons. 6 electrons are left over. We have the cells actually 1, that is 4s, and 5 orbitals. That is 3d orbital. Okay. Now talking about this, this in case of this chromium, number of electrons which are left over are 6. Number of cells which are left over are 6. So sharing all these electrons in equal cells, in this manner, like in every cells we are going to share the electron, number of electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 electron easily we can fill it. In this way only we should write for in case of chromium, not like in 4s 2 electrons can be accommodated, we can fill it here 2 electrons. Suppose if you write in that manner, one of the cell of this 3d will be left over. So according to this, this all this principle, Pauli's exclusion principle, Hund's rule and Afus law, Afus principle, hypothesis. So based on that, all these cells should be equally shared number of electrons. So equally shared. So in that manner we can write for this chromium. And similarly one more exceptional, that is called copper. Okay, talking about copper. Cu. So talking about this copper, Z, that is equal to 29. Z, that is equal to what? 29. Copper. Okay, first initially what we are supposed to do argon. We are going to write for this number of electrons are 18. Okay, and rest of the electrons in the out of this 29, how many electrons are left over? 10 plus 1, 11 electrons are left over. And these 11 electrons, how it could be shared or shared in the each cell? Like here we are supposed to write this 4s and 3d. 5 orbitals are there in the d. Now there we can easily accommodate all this number of electrons like this. A pair of electrons. So that is entirely it is occupying for 10 electrons in 3d. Similarly, one of the electron which is left over, that we can accommodate in 4s. So by this way we can write this this particular electronic configuration. We can't write like in 4s 2 electron. If you are writing 2 electron in this the 4s s orbital, then there is a scarcity of electron that could be accommodated in the 3d orbital. One of the cell could be imbalance. So to make that balance, we are going to share these electrons in this manner. Okay, and these are the few optional exceptional cases for this writing of electronic configuration of different types of atoms. Now let us talk about few more examples for this electronic configuration, like gallium to krypton. So talking about this gallium, Ga, Z is equal to gallium. Atomic number for this gallium, that is what? 31. Okay, so writing for this electronic configuration, first we supposed to write for argon. 18 electrons are filled. Now how many electrons are left over? That should be filled in 3d, 4s and 4p. So first let us write this 3d, then 4s, then 4p. So 3d maximum number of electrons could be accommodated in d cells are 10 electrons can be accommodated, 3d 10, and 4s 2 electrons can be in s orbital, 2 electrons easily can accommodate. In p orbital, you see, p orbital again 3 subdivisions are there, p of x, p of y and p of z. So 4px1 left over electron, that is 10 plus 2 12, 12 plus 1 13. So 13 plus 18, that is equal to 31. That is what? Gallium. Similarly, germanium. So germanium. In germanium, you see, let us write this the Ge, germanium. Let us write this electronic configuration for germanium. Z is equal to atomic number. Talking about this atomic number, that is number 32. Okay, first let us write this argon, Ar, 18 electrons are over, 3d, 10 electrons are filled, 4s2, 2 electrons are filled, 4px1, 4py1. Okay, in that manner only we can share this electron, because already we know that in p orbital 3 subcells are there, p of x, p of y and p of z. So that should be equally shared initially, then after only it should be totally filled number of electrons. So in that way we can write this electronic configuration of germanium. Next, talking about arsenic. Z is equal to 33. Okay, this is also very simple as comparing to this germanium writing. Number of electrons in as per this argon, 18 electrons are filled here. Now d orbital, maximum number of electron 10, 4s 2, s orbital, maximum number of electron 2. Now 4p x1, 4p y1, 4p z1. So 3 electrons can be shared in each of these p suborbitals. Okay, p of x, p of y and p of z. Next, talking about this selenium, Se, Z is equal to 34. Here, how to write this number of electrons to be filled? First, argon. Let us write for this argon. Next 3d10, 4s2, 4px1, 4py1, 4pz1. One more electron left over now. that could be possibly it goes to for P of X. That is a lowest energy as compared to P of Y and P of Z. So here 2 electron can be accommodated. Now if you calculate, it is coming for total number of electrons are 34 in case of this selenium. Talking about this bromine, Br, bromine, number of electrons, Z is equal to 35. Same argon and 3 D of 10, 4s2, 4p X, 4p Y, 4p Z. Next, let us add this number of electrons left over. Okay, so here 2 electron, here 2 electron, here 1 electron. So by this way we can write this, bromine in case of bromine. And finally, talking about this krypton, krypton, Kr, Z is equal to 36. We can write it in the short form like Ar 3d10 and 4s2, 4px, 4py, 4pz, all together called as number. So far, guys, we have discussed a few topics from this unit 2 atomic structure in detail, and this particular chapter we will continue with one more video. Until then, thank you guys.